Stop saying that you don't have a system. Even in the beginning stages, I had a system. It was an inefficient system. It was a notepad. It was then eventually an Excel spreadsheet, and eventually it was a CRM. Now it's also a artificial intelligence. But by the way, a system is not technology. A lot of people think that, oh, a system is a piece of technology. It's a process. That's what a system truly is. A system is a process. Because I meet with agents every single day, and sometimes they're creating some really great results. They're selling 40, 50, 100 homes and they don't have systems. Well, of course you have a system, because if not, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing now. You may not have the most efficient, the most optimal system, and that's where you really have to draw out your entire process, reflect on what it is that you're doing. What happens when a buyer comes into your world? What happens when the seller comes into your world? What happens when you open escrow? What happens after the fact you close escrow? What happens when a year comes around, 2 years comes around? So what you want to do is create a more effective, optimal system. And yes, it will take some piece of technology like a CRM. By the way, I'm also a believer that any CRM you use is effective as long as you use it, right? So that's the number one requirement of a CRM. So make sure you have a CRM. Make sure that you're optimizing with artificial intelligence. Document your success process. Your success process is unique to yourself. Also pay attention to what is naturally multiplying in your business. Look at your business in the last 12 months. What is the one thing that led me to the most transactions? Now figure out how you can multiply. That way you can scale that. Multiply the multiplier. Utilize systems, leverage artificial intelligence, leverage technology, but don't say you don't have a system.